but stay on this. So, teammate, Kobe, LeBron.
Teammate, I'm gonna go with LeBron. I had my championship with him. We had our longest run together. So I got to pick LeBron.
Over Kobe. But if you're an owner and you're drafting somebody and you have your number one draft pick, who are you picking between the two to win?
To win. Knowing what I know now?
Yeah.
Ooh-wee. Well, you got to go with LeBron.
So you still picking LeBron over Kobe?
I mean, knowing what we know. All right, so if you're talking about longevity, if you're talking about just overall, not skill like how people look at skill. I'm talking about everything that encompasses basketball. Look what LeBron has done. Kobe he's turned himself into the most skilled, but I don't think that he had the most talent. I think LeBron was so talented that he could play 1 through 5. He could do football. He could do all these different things. I felt like Kobe mastered his skill on the court of basketball. He mastered bank shots. He mastered the pump fake, turn around, shoot. He mastered the bump phase. He mastered all the moves that Jordan did to the three. He mastered shooting with his left hand. You know, I think that when you look at LeBron, he just mastered everything that comes with basketball. Off the court, you know, he's figured out how to manage that whole side, which most athletes, if you can see, they don't have the proper resources or the proper team to do what he's done. His longevity just stands out to everybody.
Okay, so here's one for you. So now that you got LeBron over Kobe, do you have LeBron over Mike?
No, you can't have him over Mike.
Why is that? Longevity. LeBron was longer than Mike,
He
bigger
was.
than Mike, faster. He can play 5 positions. Michael couldn't play 5 positions. Michael was really 3 positions, right?
Why do I have LeBron? Why do I have Mike over LeBron?
Yeah.
I felt like he set the bar for everyone, so he was the pioneer of it. So I gotta have him.
So you draft pick, you're picking Michael over LeBron.
I'm picking Michael Jordan.
Okay.
I wanna be like Michael.
So question for both of you.
Yeah.
I got a question for both of you. Okay. It's actually very interesting because to me, I also like a player that stays with a team. Like Dirk stayed, right? Mm-hmm. Kobe stayed, right? You know, you had a few guys that stayed with the organization for longevity-wise. I don't know how many more players like that I can think about, but it's a few of them, right? What do you think? D-Wade, yeah, he ended up with Chicago, but he played with
Chicago and Cleveland,
Rose
and then came back
yeah.
to the Heat.
So change it up. Let's just say that your Lakers had a shitty year, and they have number 1 draft pick. They pick LeBron. You think LeBron would have ever gone to Cleveland or anywhere else, or you think LeBron would have stayed in L.A.?
He would have stayed in L.A.
You think he wouldn't have gone to Cleveland to win one for them? Like, you think he would have still stayed in L.A.?
Well, if he never started with Cleveland?
He was number 1 draft pick. L.A. picks him up. They had a horrible year, couple trades. They get back and then boom, LeBron going to L.A.
I don't believe he would leave L.A.
You don't think he leaves in L.A.? It's an interesting question to think about.
Not if you start with L.A. I mean, if he starts with L.A. and he's LeBron James, the number 1 pick, he's coming in as everyone know who he is now, I don't see what would be the benefit of going somewhere else, because this is the biggest team in the biggest. This is as marketing, they're the biggest team in the NBA. And the biggest fan base worldwide and nationally. So why would he want to leave and go somewhere else at that time?
Yeah, but the only thing is, like, how much did it mean to him to go to Cleveland and win? Do you think he would have stayed 20 years with LA?
I think that there's a major part of LeBron. And look, I'm a lifelong Miami Heat fan. Like, I know everything there is about the Miami Heat. That was my team. When you guys beat them in the bubble. I mean, you remember I was living in Dallas at the time, screaming and hollering, rooting for my guys out there.
Jimmy was fighting.
Jimmy Butler, Jimmy Buckets.
Gotta give him credit though. That guy's a
Incredible.
freaking fighter.
Yeah.
But I think there's a part of two parts. I think there's a part of LeBron that no matter what, he was going to try to get back to Cleveland and win something. Like when he left, he left Cleveland, in my opinion, because they just couldn't assemble the pieces. He went to the Heat, not 1, not 2, not 3, 4, 5. He put together the super team, the Heatles, with Wade and Bosh. And then as soon as he won, I think he won 2 out of 4 championships. Right back to Cleveland. I think he went 1 and 2 against Golden State.
Kyrie, yeah.
So I think he did that and he did that. But they're also, this is my opinion again, I think if you ask just any casual fan, they would have in specific order MJ, LeBron, Kobe. And I think that's undeniable. But there is a part of of Kobe that's almost romanticized because, tragically died too soon, horribly. And because he stayed with the Lakers so long, he became this fan favorite. Like, he's not going anywhere. We all love Kobe. But let's not forget, Shaq was the man in 2000, 2001, 2002. Like, it wasn't even a question. I think Shaq won all the MVPs.
He did. Yeah.
So LeBron put everything on his back, took Cleveland to the finals, took the Heat to the finals, took the Cleveland back
What's
to the
your
finals.
point, though? What point are you making?
My point is this. LeBron, his legacy is a little bit more tarnished because he's sort of seen as like a ring chaser and, kind of running around, whereas Kobe is romanticized for staying with the same team.
You still haven't answered my question.
But no,
I wasn't
I think
wanting
LeBron
a
would have
5-minute breakdown. Tell me, is he going to stay?
He would have not stayed. He would have gone to Cleveland at some point.
I think so as well. So here's my question for you.
But you're also a Kobe guy, not a LeBron guy.
But no, to
vocally.
me, I'm a guy. No, okay. I'm looking at his draft year, right? Okafor's number
Second.
2. Gordon, you're first. Gordon 3. He goes Chicago. Sean Livingston. By the way, if he doesn't get injured, that guy was a very interesting player, right? Very clean. Golden State. I don't think I ever saw him miss the the small shoot. It was like the way he was. Devin Harris, Josh Childress, Luol Deng.
Well,
He
Deng
came
could
to the
play.
Lakers. He had a $61 million contract that Lakers were stuck with. I'll never forget that. AI, Iguodala,
Araujo.
Jacksons, Robert Swift, Chris Humphries, your boy. You were at his wedding. So, and then you're going down the list here, right? But
I think he was
imagine,
pick number 14.
okay, you get picked because you went to Orlando, right? Rich DeVos, that whole organization. But say you go to the Lakers, what do? Do you stay? You don't know what happens. Would you be with them for a while, or would you still be like, nah, I kind of want to go see what Atlanta's like, I kind of want to go to see what this is like. What would you do?
If I'm drafted from the Lakers?
Lakers #1 draft pick, you're there.
I got to stay.
You got to stay, so that's how you process
I got to stay. I'm with the most storied franchise. I can't
bro.
take away. I don't want people from Orlando saying, oh, but you left us. No, this is different because this is not year 1 leaving Orlando. This is year 9. I've already been in Orlando for 8 years when I left. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think they kind of made it look like I was going at the fans or I wanted to leave because of the city and stuff like that. And why would I leave a team because of the city? It makes no sense.
So you would have stayed in L.A.?
Would I stayed in L.A.?
Yeah.
I wanted to play with, but be coached by Phil. I thought that would have been big for my development.
Why, though? Just purely for your development?
Yes, because I grew up in an era of basketball where everything was quick. 1-2 dribbles, get to the basket. 1 dribble, finish. 2 dribbles, finish. 3 dribbles, max. Post-ups, pick, get seals and stuff like that. In this offense with Phil, I would be forced to, do more fundamentally sound things. Catch it at the top of the key, get to the basket, make a move. What's up, y'all? This your boy, Dwight Howard, a.k.a. the Hall of Fame Superman in the building. If y'all want to connect with me, ask me any questions, just go to Connect now, and I got all the answers for y'all. Yeah, I can tell you how many women, Wilt Chamberlain, no, that was just fake. But guess what? I got all the expertise, basketball, chess. If you want to learn how to do Snapchat, if you want to learn to get that jump shot silky smooth like me, if you want the fresh fade with the nice hair, come check your boy out. We got expertise in a lot of areas. Remember, Connect and Connect. I'll see y'all there. Peace.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.